What's up, Daniel? It's your girl, Jackie Jeffries.
And Case Redmond.
We're here with another exciting episode of DWDTV.
There are lots of new stories and news to cover this week. Speaking of which, I've heard Kareem is up to something interesting with this new club.
New club?
Yeah, what would Daniel do?
I don't know.
No, the club's name is What Would Daniel Do? It's like they have...
I don't know. I'm not Daniel.
No, Jack, the club's name, WWDT. Yeah.
Oh. Wait, who's Daniel?
Mary Page is this report.
This week we got a chance to talk with Kareem Namiz about what would Daniel do. Let's go see what he said.
Hey, what up, dog?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, bro, you going to that party later? It's about to be wild.
What would Daniel do? No, I don't think that's the right thing to do.
Alright, I'm done.
No. What would Daniel do?
Hey, get back here!
Oh!
No. What would Daniel do?
What would Daniel do as a club to help students prevent destructive decisions? We want you to join today. Now here's my question. Are y'all ready to make a change?
Hey, I want to make a change!
I'm ready to make a change. We're ready to make a change.
I'm ready to make a change.
I want to make a change.
I'm ready to make a change.
Are you ready to make a change? Let's do it. Let's do it, bro.
Wow, that's actually really cool.
Yeah, I'll have to look into that more.
Hey, Case, did you know that Coach Bill almost accidentally enrolled into the military one time?
Wait, really? Man, what else don't we know about Coach Bill?
Kelsey LaCroix has this report.
Biggest change I think between high school then and now is technology. We just didn't have the technology that you have today. I used a slide ruler in math classes. If you've ever seen a slide ruler, it's very hard to use. The other thing was we didn't have a lot of AP classes or dual credit classes or things of that nature. I'd never even heard of an AP class until I started teaching, actually. So I think one thing that's happened with education is that it's been pushed down. I think high school here is almost like a mini college in the classes you take and what you're expected to know and everything. So one day a Air Force recruiter came to get us to see if anybody wanted to talk about joining the Air Force. And so me and my best friend, we decided to go to the meeting just to get out of class. And so we went and listened to him, and he told us, told us a little bit about the Air Force, and then he said, how would you like to miss a couple of classes? And we're like, oh, that sounded interesting, anything to get out of class. And so he told us to sign up to take the ASVAB, which we did, missed a couple of classes, and then about a week later he came back and we'd done well on the ASVAB, he said, and he said, why don't you go and get your physical? Said, we had to go to Charlotte, North Carolina to do that. And he said, you'll miss a whole day of school. And we're like, all right, so we were gonna miss a whole day of school. And we went, and I got my physical, and right after my physical I got called into an office there on like the second floor of this building we were in, and they said, the officer there said, you passed your physical, and said, here, sign here. And I was about halfway through signing my name when I stopped, and I said, what am I signing? And he said, to join the Air Force, and I was like, no, I just came to get the physical, to miss school, and he's like, no, you took that physical, you got to join. You got to sign, and I was like, no way. And so they kept pressuring me, trying to get me to sign, why won't you join, and I was like, well, I haven't talked to my parents. And they pick up the phone, they say, we'll call you dad. And I knew my dad would say, yeah, that'd be the best thing for him, right? And I was like, we don't have a phone. I was trying to think of things to keep from having to join. Finally, Sergeant Buskets came in, and I said, I don't want to join, and he said, well, they had a quota or something. They were trying to meet the quota. This was right after the Vietnam War had ended, so I guess, a lot of people had left the service, and they were trying to build their numbers back up. So I think we got home that night about 2 a.m. in the morning. And like I said, my brother had sent me a application to Erskine College, and I sat down at 2 a.m. and filled it out and walked to the post office that night and mailed it in, and that's why I went to college.
For more of this interview with Coach Bill, be sure to follow us on Twitter at DWDTV.
Thanks, Kelsey. Wow, I didn't know that Coach Bill was such an interesting guy.
Well, he has taught here for a lot of years, so it's no wonder he has so many interesting stories.
You know, speaking of stories, I heard some of our reporters went out in the street to ask some students some wacky questions.
Sounds lame.
Oh, Jackie!
What kind of questions?
Let's find out.
Okay, Celine, who is your celebrity crush?
KJ Appa.
Who is that?
He plays in Riverdale.
Well, there you have it.
So, Drew, what's your favorite song?
Well, I have a lot of favorite songs, but since it's almost Christmas time, I guess I'll just go with All I Want for Christmas.
Okay, and then will you sing that for us?
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need.
Well, my celebrity crush is, it's gotta be Leah Tompkins.
Tyler, what is your favorite song?
I'm gonna say Praying by Kesha. It goes like, I hope you find your peace, falling on your knees, praying, changing.
Who is your celebrity crush?
My celebrity crush? Blake Lively.
Blake Lively?
Yeah.
Okay, Mike, who is your celebrity crush?
Ariana Grande and Selena Gomez, like, they are flipping insanely hot.
Well, there you have it.
What is the weirdest thing you've ever seen in someone's house?
So one time, me and my mom went to, we had to pick up like some furniture from the guy. I don't really know how it worked out, but he had a peacock in his backyard in a fence.
My celebrity crush is Devin Booker because he's just 6'6", 206 pounds of pure gorgeous.
Okay, Luke, what is your favorite song?
Probably Mask Off by Future.
Dude, I love that song. Can you sing it?
If we sing it together.
Okay. Mask off. Mask off. Mask off.
Well, Case, I was definitely not expecting that.
Me either. I wonder who that red guy was.
Guess we'll never know.
Darn. Anyway, here's Madison now with your sports highlight.
Good luck to the girls and boys cross country team this weekend at state. And shout out to my tennis team for making upper state 3 years in a row.
My favorite memory of the season is probably when we, after a hard workout, we jump in the lake and then we jump back onto the dock and then we just try to push each other off. And it was just really fun. Even though we run as individuals, our team develops over, we just bond a lot. We're like very close. We even have a fantasy football team, fantasy football league, which is really fun to be on. And we just laugh and have a lot of good times. Over the season, the team has definitely got better. People have been improving like minutes, and like really Nate and Eric have been improving a lot, and our team's ready for next season, hopefully win state. We've prepared for state by running simulations of the course. We have this on hill where like it even has the right curvature of like the same hill we have to run for state, and that's where the race is basically going to be made or break.
Hi, my name is Mary Cagle Lockhart and I'm in 10th grade here at Daniel. One of my favorite memories of cross country is one day it was extremely rainy and the Nettles, the place where we run, was flooded, and we thought practice was going to be canceled, but it wasn't. So we were in a bad mood because we wanted to be able to relax that day, but we went to practice and we splashed around puddles and ran around, and it was really fun. The preparation for state really begins in June, and we always tell each other, when we're having trouble getting up in the morning for summer workouts, that this is where we win state. State is not won the week before. Like, the work is put in the summer, behind the scenes. That's when state wins. Even though cross country is partly an individual sport, we try to get together as a team, like maybe outside of the cross country setting, just to try and build friendships, not just because we're all on cross country, but just because we all have other things in common. We try to find other things. I would definitely say I put pressure on myself, and I try to, at the beginning of every season, to forget about previous seasons and start over with a clean slate and just building from there and not thinking about the past seasons. I am very nervous for this weekend, but I'm excited to make the trip down to Columbia with my team and see how everything plays out.
Lions on 3! 1, 2, 3, Lions!
Well, that's all we got for this edition of DWDTV.
Live from Daniel, it's Friday night. Have a great weekend.